Hello, this is BlueStar, defender of Equestria, and this is my next BronyCon video for Friday, the actual day of BronyCon, the first day. That was I must admit, you might have been able to tell, like my enthusiasm for this is kind of cool in a way that I should have expected. Interestingly, of course, I decided to watch part of the best night ever before going to BronyCon, because I think it was DigiBrony who commented on that. Yeah, that people have the same kind of thing when they go to the cons for the first time. They think it's this big thing, and then all of a sudden they get like disappointed or something. And I'm not gonna say that BronyCon was bad, because it's not. It's pretty good, but it is certainly very, very overwhelming. And it's just like whoa. Oh yeah, and the lines were really long, and sometimes it's sort of yes and no with that. I mean, certainly the opening ceremony, just about everybody was gonna be there. If you were not there early, you basically were gonna get in line. I mean, that place, the main hall, is huge. So I don't think there would have been a problem of, oh, we can't put you in, but you may not get the seat that you want. So yeah, if you go to this, definitely go to the opening ceremony early, like at least a half hour early, I would say. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I'm gonna do these videos, I think this way, for getting the video and everything like that, and using my nice microphone, because I honestly don't like my shotgun microphone. It just doesn't compare to this one. It just isn't. I think it's a good microphone for basically being an upgraded version of the microphone that comes with my camcorder. But when it comes to just sitting down and talking and doing a video like this, my normal microphone just simply beats it. And the other is that I'm gonna do these videos very quick and dirty this way with my OC, that I'm not gonna change his expression or anything like that, because the connection here is horrible. It took like 2 hours to upload one 350 meg video, which back home is like nothing. It's not that big of a deal, I guess, or something. I mean, or maybe maybe it was. Well, maybe it's not trivial, but it definitely would have taken a little time, though. But these videos will be really, really small doing it this way, because there's no complicated video compositing or high-res stuff or whatever, and they become much smaller, and they'll take a lot less time to get done. And I must admit, there's nothing really video-worthy here anyway, unless you really want me to, because, again, it just simply takes forever to upload anything for where I am right now. Anyway, getting back to BronyCon, let's start with the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony was okay. It was interesting. Nothing too surprising there, but it was cool. I think, unfortunately, I was tired before I got here, and I'm tired now, and I'm just tired in general. So I'm still like, I like to say, I'm brain numb. It still hasn't hit me. I was in the same room with Daniel Ingram and the people who make the show, and that was pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. It's like, yeah, I unfortunately forgot the people who were in the opening ceremony, but nothing too massively surprising. But it was pretty cool. I guess I'll use this opportunity to discuss this, is that I recorded partial or most of the events that I went to. Like I did record the opening ceremony. I went to the sing along with Daniel Ingram, and I think a couple of the voice actors or some actresses or something. Oh, I'm sorry, my brain is malfunctioning, and I really should be keeping track of these things, but unfortunately I'm not. But anyway, yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm not going to attempt to record the other events, because there's no reason to, because they definitely have professional video and audio equipment going on in, I think, every single event, and I definitely believe that they're going to go and post these online at some point. I mean, I'm kind of skeptical, because it's sort of like, yeah, I got this from an email from a guy that I emailed at BronyCon to get some questions answered about, can I bring my cameras? Is basically the question. He said that, yeah, we're going to be posting it on YouTube. So I'm sort of like, okay. I mean, he's probably right, but let's... But yeah, I think they're almost certainly going to be on YouTube at some point. So there's no point in me trying to do this. And it's not a massive hassle, but there's no point to me doing it. So I think I'm gonna attempt to go and record things that won't be on camera on the main cameras. I went around and just took my camera and just walked around the stalls at the vendor area. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. There's some pretty surprising things there as well. There was one guy, I think he bought some like Nerf weapons and he painted them all so that they look old and everything like that. And that's pretty interesting, but it's like, wait a minute, why are you here? This is My Little Pony. Yeah, there's some pretty cool and amazing stuff there. And I must admit, basically, I didn't buy anything. I was expecting to, but I think I'm too brain numb to really decide. It's like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think that's unfortunate thing I'm definitely going to do today. Is I'm definitely going to try to get to go nice, super crazy early, and maybe, just help me get some extra sleep so I won't be so brain numb tomorrow. Oh dear. But yeah, the vendors were cool. What else? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, I can only think of the negative things right now. It's like, I did go to the analyst panel. I kind of committed sacrilege, and I didn't stay at the analyst panel. Because at some point, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of bored. I don't want to stay here anymore. It's like, I could barely hear what they were saying, and yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't interesting. It was cool to actually, see Brony Curious and DigiBrony, Kim Possible, and some of the other analysts. That was kind of cool, but yeah, I just wasn't interested. Sorry. What else? Oh yeah, a couple cool things that I actually got to meet some other Bronies and stuff. It's like I had, which is kind of surprising. I was just like, just, minding my own business, just doing nothing, just sitting in a corner, kind of, just sort of like snacking on something. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's like Blue Star? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, oh, hi, I'm the Music Reborn. Oh, cool, the Music Reborn is here. Yes. I mean, that was just a surprise. Like, oh, it's like I actually met someone here. That was cool. And I also ran into one of his friends, which was cool. And I did run into one of my subscribers. You know who you are. Yeah, sorry. Hopefully, maybe we'll see you later at the con and everything like that, some more and everything like that. But yeah, I think I just need to get some extra sleep or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean that was. I think one of the other things is that the opening ceremony ran very late. It started very late. I think almost a half hour late. So it kind of threw everything else kind of out of whack. Like I was gonna go immediately after the opening ceremony to Surviving Your First Con. By the time I got there, it was over. I think I got in the door and it's like, hope you enjoyed the con, and okay, it's time to go now. So that didn't make me. I mean, honestly, I kind of really wanted and maybe needed to go to that point because yeah, I mean it can be, surviving your first con can be difficult sometimes because if you don't know what you're getting into. I mean, I sort of assume that you're gonna be on your feet a lot. You're gonna definitely bring something like a Gatorade or something because dehydration is definitely something you should be kind of concerned of. I mean, yeah, I think yeah, so I was kind of I'm definitely one of these people when things, I kind of like Twilight. It's like, I had a plan, I had a strategy, and I had everything all planned out. It's like, oh, but now it's all kind of, not exactly falling apart, but it's kind of not. It's not going the way I planned it. Again, which relates back to the best night ever, so that was cool. I mean, that was not cool, but I relate to that. Oh. What else did I go to? I listened to a whole lecture on what was it? What is basically MOP and basically what is manly, which was kind of interesting, but wasn't. I mean, it sounded like a good idea at the time. It was okay, but it was okay. I did go to the sing-along, which was kind of fun. I might actually show some of that footage, because that footage was okay. Well, sort of, anyway. I mean, I actually did accomplish one thing that I sort of meant to actually talk to people. Talk to one, unfortunately I've forgotten everybody's names, because I have a short-term memory and my brain is malfunctioning right now, but yeah, at least I did try to actually talk to people and make friends and stuff, which is which is kind of the point of this, is to, talk to other comedians, bronies, have some fun, just it's stuff like that, and that's cool. Uh, on a similar note, I was talked with a couple of people who are in the were, I think, editors for film fiction or something. It's like, I don't think there were any major names or anything, but I sat in for about, we talked slash listened to them about fan fictions and stuff and everything. It's like, I've never read any of the fan fiction, so I don't know what they're talking about, who they're talking about, but still, it was still kind of interesting. I did go to the panel from the people who make MLP about basically the steps that are involved in making an episode, and I think that was pretty cool. Oh dear, that was really funny. I liked that one. Yeah, I liked that. And that was also the first time I think that I did not record one of the major events, because I think at this point I'm just like, I don't want to even bother. It wasn't worth it anyway. But it was cool. There was some funny. It was very funny. It was very entertaining. It's like they're very sarcastic and they're funny and they're cool. Yeah, I mean, there was some interest. I think there'll be some interesting things in there, so I don't think I'll necessarily spoil it for you or the people who don't, because I'm pretty certain you're going to be able to watch this on YouTube at some point, because there were definitely serious camera equipment and stuff, and they're not going to bring that stuff in if they're not going to do something with it. Anyway, at one point it's like they were discussing how MLP isn't one of these kind of shows where characters die and members of the audience are going, "Aww," and I go, "What do you mean, aww?" I mean, I don't think it was loud enough to be picked up by any of the microphones, but if you listen to the recording and you hear someone say, "What do you mean? Ah, that was me." But that was very interesting. I must admit, a lot of it was kind of in my standard things that I've kind of heard before, but some of it was stuff I haven't heard before, and it was pretty cool. And it was interesting to hear them comment on things. The other was that the Q&A at the end of that was actually pretty interesting. There was some some people come really, really, really far from to see BronyCon, and wow, I'm just in shock and amazement. Like, there was one person who was from England, from across the pond, as they say. Another person all the way from Australia. Wow, that's incredible. Just a second. Okay, I just had to turn off the air conditioner, because I don't know if you can hear. I mean, you could hear it in my other microphone, but anyway. So anyway, yeah, another person all the way from Australia. That's just crazy. Wow, I mean, I'm impressed. I mean, it's like I drove all the way from New York, which is only 4 hours away and stuff. It's like, wow, wow. Some people really came far. Wow. It's like people, from the South. I hear a lot of them are from the South and much, much further away. This is practically, in my back door. It's like on my backyard almost by comparison. Wow. Well, anyway, good for you. And I guess I thank you for your dedication and for your interest. I guess that's cool. There were some kind of good questions during that, and that was pretty cool. So in a way, I think I won't spoil it for you, which. This might raise a difficult question now. It's like, if this is all going to be aired, should I continue to do these? If the answer to the question is almost certainly yes. I think I won't go into specifics on it, particularly because I can't remember offhand specifics. But yeah. Overall, I think the first day of BronyCon was, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I mean, it's certainly, I think, mostly because a lot of the stuff that I did go to wasn't, particularly exciting or cool, or definitely not disappointing, but wasn't quite what I was expecting. Again, best night ever, unfortunately, comes to mind. I think tomorrow, at least I know that the forward operating base equestrian one, that one's gonna be cool. Because that is obviously something I, obviously care about or interested in, and that'll probably be cool. I think I might attempt to record that anyway, because Who knows? I don't know, but that'll definitely be cool. Again, I must admit, it's gonna be kind of intimidating being around actual military personnel because I'm, to put it nicely, simply a military enthusiast. Oh dear, I guess that's okay. But anyway, I guess the other thing that's worth commenting on is like the costumes that people are in were really quite wow. I'm impressed and confused at times. Like I saw one person who was the Assassin's Creed guy. Sorry, I don't play Assassin's Creed, so I don't know who he was. It's like, and people with like ninjas and swords and katanas, and people with fake replica, real world rifles and stuff. There was like people who were actual, dressed in like military, like they're like military soldiers and stuff, which I mean, I don't mean people who are walking around in like military uniforms, like tacked vests and fake weapons. And I mean, yeah, I mean, you'd think that'd be odd coming from me, but but it just seems a little inappropriate. I mean, like the reason I did not bring my caster to BronyCon for a number of reasons, because it's, first of all, it's metal and it has a sharpened point on the end and everything, and it basically fails the policies that they have for props and everything. But the other is that it's clearly, I mean, at first glance, it looks like a real gun, so it's not appropriate to do stuff like that. But it's not really appropriate for My Little Pony. I mean, I'm gonna work on that eventually and make a more podified version of it out of probably something like PVC or something like that. It's unfortunately on that very long list of things to do, which unfortunately only gets longer because I never actually do any of those things. Oh dear. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that kind of surprised me. I mean, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like some of that and some other things that just like don't really seem to fit, but okay. But anyway, other things were that, but there were some really impressive costumes. I mean, I saw at least a couple people in giant, full fur suits, and it's like, oh man, I feel really bad for them. They must be like dying and drowning in their own sweat or something in those things. Oh man. Reminds me of a quote from the Elements of Harmony, the guidebook, where basically, long story short, it's like someone saw, one of the people who make the show saw someone walking down the street in a Pinkie Pie outfit, and it's like 105 degrees outside. It's like, he says, oh man, that's dedication. Anyway, dear. Yeah, I mean, the costume, but yeah, some of the costumes are really impressive and really cool, and kind of motivates me to definitely do something a little bit more than what I did. I mean, I did actually bring my helmet and wear it around, but I'm definitely looking forward to making one that certainly looks a little bit better and actually fits right. Because unfortunately, the helmet I have is a little loose and slides around and stuff, so it makes me want to not wear it so much. Dear. But anyway, but there were some very impressive costumes. Very impressive costumes. Good for them. Good for them. What else? What else? I guess that's it for now. I guess I don't know. I'm sort of uncertain because yeah. I mean, I hate to be a downer on BronyCon because it's not. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. It's just that it. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just simply overwhelming. And I mean, I think I've gotten mostly my bearings of the place. I think I went to every room that there was for the most part, and just poke my head in the door and just see, okay, what are they doing here? What are they doing there? Maybe tomorrow I'll do a video kind of like that, where I'll just walk around with my camera and stuff. Oh man, I definitely have to show you a picture of my camera rig. It's like you'll probably be surprised. Oh man, oh darn. I have a feeling you will see soon enough, maybe. But anyway, again, I'm sort of a little uncertain about what to actually do, because I kind of like the idea of reporting from BronyCon and like doing videos and capturing things and stuff, but I'm kind of not certain what to do so much anymore. I don't know. I think in a way I'm kind of sad, a little disappointed that it's sort of. Sort of things didn't kind of work out the way I kind of wanted them to. Sort of like the best night ever. Again, I don't want to be down on BronyCon. I'm not going to say, no, don't go to BronyCon. It's a horrible, boring, terrible thing. It's like, no. It's the first time I've ever been to a convention like this. Obviously stuff doesn't always go to plan. Things are late and everything, and it's just simply the first time I've done this, and I'm also trying to get my bearings for the first time. I mean, like next year, they'll probably have the rooms, like there's the sun room, the star room, the moon room, and things like that, and they'll probably have them in exactly the same places every single year. So now when they say the sun room, oh no, it's this room or something like that, it's like, okay, definitely don't lose the map and the book that they give you. It's like, those are very good. You almost need those because it's a big place. It's really big. It's a convention center. What was I expecting? But yeah, again, I think tomorrow might be I know there'll be at least one thing that I really care about, and the Q&A between the Q&A, the panel with the makers of My Little Pony. That was pretty cool. Oh, I had this weird idea during that. I was like, well, maybe instead of recording them, I'll turn the camera on myself and do a comrade video to it. No, I don't. No, I'm not gonna do that because that would just be weird. And not to mention, I'd have to talk during the thing, and obviously, I don't think too many people would like that. So, oh dear. But anyway, I kind of like that idea. Maybe later I'll do that. That I'll get the YouTube video of the thing and do the comrade video to that. I mean, yeah, I've seen it. I was there. It's tough, but yeah, that might actually be an interesting idea to explore and everything. Yeah, but I think I'm tired. I need to regroup, recover, plan my next move, and just get lots of extra sleep, and then hopefully I guess in a way prepare to do battle with forward operating base Equestria. Oh no. It's been nice knowing you. I don't know. No, they're cool. Dear. But anyway, and it was cool to actually meet some people there that I've met online. That was cool. That's another first for me. I've never met someone in person that I've met online. That was pretty cool. So, I think that's going to be it for now, unless I want to keep on rambling on for another couple minutes, which I don't think I should do. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I guess that's going to be it for BronyCon 2014. Friday, the 1st of August. Oh dear, I messed up my outro again. Darn it, I'm doing that repeatedly. That's not good. I'm gonna have to work on that. But anyway, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.